we have another reaction video. When cops walk into deadly traps. It's a lot of cop killers out in this world, so it's a lot of deadly traps that cops can walk into. I'm not saying there's no killer cops out here though. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, a lot of people will take a cop's noggin, take a cop's life. Deadly traps. So they mean these folks died in the trap. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, man. Damn. Oh.
These are moments when routine police checks turn into disasters, starting with the officer who walks straight into a deadly trap.
Police department!
Damn. What the fuck?
On December 4th, 2023,
a police officer
from the
whole
Arlington
house.
Police Department was patrolling the streets when all of a sudden he heard what sounded like the discharge of a firearm. The officer quickly exited his vehicle and started walking towards the source of the sound. However, what the officer didn't realize was that he was walking into what could be the craziest wellness checks of his career.
I'm scared. I don't want to.
I'm gonna go try to get them to stop doing that. Just had another flare go off here.
As the officer got closer to the source, he found that the gunshots were coming from a house near an elementary school. Realizing the gravity of the situation, the officer called for backup. As the backup officers arrived, the officers spoke with the neighbors and accessed their patio and tried to establish contact with the suspect, who was still firing flares despite the police commands to stop.
Arlington County Police!
You not lying, Mar.
Stop shooting the flare!
You don't know what people thinking. You don't know what people going through. You don't know what.
Mr. Yu, can you hear me?
You know people lying, people telling the truth. You just don't know, bro. In this life shit.
Mr. Yu!
Just don't know. That shit. I ain't gonna say this shit scary. Sometimes it's scary. Sometimes it's
Despite several attempts by the officers to reach the
fucked
suspect,
up.
the suspect remained barricaded in his home and refused to listen to the cops. A few hours later, when the officers were conducting an on-scene investigation, the neighbors reported that the owner of the house was reclusive but never gave off any weird vibes. That was until a few days prior to this incident, when he covered his windows with black trash bags and strung toilet paper on trees outside the home. Upon hearing this, the officers got really concerned about the safety of the community and obtained a search warrant to recover any weapons inside the home. And after obtaining the warrant, an emergency response team was dispatched to try to use the public address system to talk to the suspect and get him to surrender to the police.
James, Arlington Police, come to the front door with your hands up. Do it now. You have your building surrounded. You're not leaving. Come to the door now with your hands up and surrender.
The suspect was unresponsive, so after this failed, an armored vehicle was used to ram into the front door to break it open. But even that didn't prevent the suspect from taking things to the extreme.
James, this is the Arlington Police Department. We need you to move away from your front door. Move away from your front door. James, this is the Arlington Police Department. We need you to move away from your front door.
You fucking finna blow that bitch down.
James, stay away from your front door. Stay away from your front door, James.
I'm finna blow that bitch. How is this like a deadly trap? Y'all last got the nigga trapped. That's gunshots.
When the front door of the home was breached, the suspect fired off several rounds. And by this point, the officers had been trying to establish some sort of contact with the suspect for several hours without any luck. But things were about to go from bad to worse because as the officers were thinking about their next course of action, the unimaginable happened.
I don't play this shit. Oh, this shit crazy. Damn. The whole house. Damn. What the fuck?
Luckily, no one was harmed in the explosion apart from the suspect himself, who was later identified as 56-year-old James Yu. The cause of death was determined to be a combination of thermal injury and blunt force trauma. The next day, the officers went back to the scene to search the remains and recovered gasoline cans, 2 shotguns, a handgun, and shotgun magazines. But this next welfare check quickly escalated when officers stumbled upon a horrifying secret.
56 years old, doing some young nigga shit.
On April 7, 2017,
Doing some young nigga shit.
Flagler Country Sheriff's Office visiting the property of 52-year-old Dorothy Singh to claim that her husband, Charles Singh, had been missing. But this wasn't the first time that deputies had paid a visit to Dorothy's property. In fact, by this point, deputies believed that Dorothy wasn't telling the truth. So when they arrived at her property this time around, they made sure to come by with a search warrant. And what the officers managed to dig out of the property was enough to shake
You ain't lying, bro.
experienced crime investigators.
Mine probably been over with 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
White County Sheriff's on a search warrant, open the door! White County Sheriff's on a search warrant, open the door! Come in. Slowly open the door. Control of your dog, okay? Sheriff's office. Okay.
In the months leading up to this visit, Dorothy led the officers in a pointless pursuit by impersonating Charles on text messages and using his bank accounts. Charles' own sister received several text messages from Charles, but to her, it seemed like someone completely different was typing them out. She got increasingly concerned after a mutual friend told her that Charles and Dorothy had gotten into a bad fight and that no one had seen him since. So deputies conducted a welfare check but were unable to find Charles at the house. And when they asked Dorothy about him, she simply said she hadn't seen him for several days. This didn't sit right with the deputies, so they obtained a search warrant to find out what Dorothy was hiding. And when searching through the property, they find strategically placed branches and a tarp over a John boat that seemed very suspicious.
There's a body in there. It's a body.
Sorry.
Watch out. Watch that.
Yeah, I think so. Lift right there.
What have you got in the
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hey. Yep. All right.
we got
Verified.
exposure. Let me
All right.
see.
Yeah.
I want to see.
There's the mothballs.
Take a picture of them all.
After finding Charles' body, the officers put Dorothy under arrest for the murder of her husband. However, she claimed that she acted on self-defense, but after a short 5-day trial, the jury found her guilty of first-degree murder, and she was sentenced to life in prison. Uncovering a buried body is a nightmare for any officer, but at least all of the responding officers made it out alive, something that can't be said
That's
for
good.
the next case.
Where's he at?
Oh,
Get back! He didn't shot!
On March 9th,
shoulda shot. That's a threat.
911 after her autistic 15-year-old son started assaulting the family. However, as the officers arrived at the scene, it took only mere moments for the situation to escalate beyond control.
Where's he at? Hey, get back! Get back! He didn't shot!
they shot his ass.
Get back! Get back! Get back! Get back in the residence right now! Get back in the residence right now!
I ain't gonna lie.
We're gonna give him help! We're gonna give him help! We're gonna give
Somebody's chasing you with a weapon. You gave them instructions to not. Like, you gave them instructions to fucking put the weapon down. They didn't put the weapon down. Now your life is in danger because they're not listening. They have a weapon. My nigga, shoot that motherfucker. You ain't have to kill him. Shoot him in the kneecap. Shoot him in the foot. You ain't have to kill him. But like, I would have shot his ass. I can't be no PD for him.
We're gonna get him help.
Once I feel like my life in danger, come fuck your life, nigga.
Hey, get back. Okay. Get back. All right. Get back inside.
As the officer tried to enter the home, the teenager charged at him with a garden tool, and it appeared as if he was going to kill him. Judging the seriousness of the situation, one of the deputies fired several rounds towards the kid, dropping him immediately. The officers spent the next couple minutes trying to revive him. However, they would ultimately fail, and the teenager lost his life. In a split second, these officers, who feared for their lives, shot a man down. But in the next case, suspect lit family on fire while trying to escape. On April 26, 2024, an emergency phone call was made to the police regarding a man threatening his partner in New Albany, Australia. However, as the officers arrived at the scene, they realized that their simple wellness check would escalate to something far worse.
Join your head!
The fuck? Might not on some real killer shit.
As the officer kicked the door down, the man inside lit the house on fire and attempted to escape. However, he was fortunately apprehended by the cops. After arresting the culprit, the officers went inside the house to rescue the children and their mother, who were all unharmed. While one family was saved from a raging fire, in this case, the real danger wasn't a fire, it was standing right beside them. They just didn't believe her until it was too late.
I've done it. I did it for like, I'm like,
Okay.
On November 27, 2022, the DeKalb County Police received a call from the 30-year-old Monisha Johnson who told dispatch she needed an escort home because she was afraid of her boyfriend, Demont Smith. She told the officers that she had been out celebrating a friend's birthday, her first night out since giving birth 2 months earlier. However, when she checked her phone that morning, she found threatening messages from Demont, who had been watching her 3 children overnight. However, as the officers arrived at the scene to squash what seemed like a normal domestic issue, they made a small mistake by leaving early, which proved to be a fatal decision.
I just, this is my house. Because I'm the weed, he's in his empty in the window. He's just waiting on the second because we were on the fucking stuff like fucking. My daughters are in here.
He's in there too?
Her little thick ass.
Hold on.
Folks at Cobb County.
He opening the door?
Ooh.
DeMonte, you mind coming out here and talk to us, see what's going on?
And like, she a real hood jump. She a real hood jump. She a real hood jump. She told the police, if I shoot him, now I gotta be held accountable and shit. Then the police said, make sure you read up on it and articulate what you finna say and shit. And then she gonna say shit like, I did before I got my license. She a real hood junk. That's what shit some Memphis females will say. I'm scared of her.
She disappeared for 3 hours. Like I'm mad. I'm at home watching her kids and my kids. She disappeared for 3 hours.
Did you say anything? Did you say anything?
I'm scared of her.
What would you do if your girl go to work and then disappear with you at work? I'm a snap. I snap.
I should disappear with a nigga?
It's my baby too. Drunk ass him.
I ain't said.
Let us talk.
I said drunk that ass.
You 30. She's 30.
Damn.
30 and still put
30 still stripping. Them folks said, ooh.
41 day, correction, 491 day, change this to
Walk off. Think about what you're doing. Look, I'm sitting here watching your kids. You with a whole nother fat ass nigga.
You gonna talk to us? Because we trying to figure out what we here now.
Cool. I'm grown. I'm doing what I'm doing. I ain't did nothing wrong. She toxic. Nigga, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Talk to her.
I got you. But when you saying you snap, you snap.
I snapped. I told her, bitch, stop playing with me. I'm like a goofy. I'm in here watching your kids and my kid, and you somewhere else with another. You got off at 6.
But it didn't go no farther than that.
Fuck no.
I never came here.
No,
She was scared because she knows she was wrong. She was scared. She's scared. She knows she's wrong.
What she scared for?
Because he put hands on me 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I am
She
scared.
put hands on me too, a couple times.
No, I have blue eyes.
Well, you disappointed.
So I'm saying that lying shit, fool.
You gonna get
Lying
mad
shit.
He don't live here. He don't pay no bills to me. He's not on the lease. He don't have no mail. There's nothing here. That's his size trash bag full of clothes that he got from the DeKalb County Jail. You can take that and he can go. And he can put my daughter in the house because she get colic. Because I'm gonna have to deal with that.
Man, you're not touching my daughter, so shut your fucking mouth. Weird. That shit don't look good like you.
Hey, bro, watch who you have a baby with, fool.
Watch out, bro.
Please.
Watch who you have a baby with, bro. I do not like this shit at all.
Just give her the baby.
Going all night. What about your other baby? She been going all night.
Or I'm
You
worried
don't care about your baby.
You ain't care about it either. That's why I got locked up when she was here.
Hey, we not gonna fight on this
She
baby.
be my baby though. Like she's gonna get.
I don't like
colic.
this shit at all, fool. Watch who you have a baby with, Chad. For real.
At this point, it's not to be.
Wear protection, my nigga.
And if y'all want to do it,
Wear protection, bro.
Nah, this ain't gonna, no, we ain't going that far.
Know the
It's
female
clear
that you have a baby
situation
with.
is
Know the
slowly
nigga that you have a baby
getting
with,
out of
bro.
control, with both of them provoking each
I don't like
other
this
and
shit.
raising their voices.
That baby daddy, baby
However,
mama.
the police's decision on how to deal with the
Toxicity
situation
shit.
later caused it to escalate to a deadly level.
Hey,
That shit weird, bro. I'm
I got
a real
you.
nigga. I
I
ain't
got
going that dumb shit.
well look,
I mean, this
she said-
motherfucker taking three of her kids, bro. Plus my newborn. You
gonna-
get off at 6 a.m.
we gonna
Why
talk
the
to
fuck you get home at 10:30, laughing and drunk? These bitch ass Atlanta, dog. I ain't got time for this shit, bro. My mindset ain't built like that. I ain't touching.
Yeah.
Nigga, I got my daughter, nigga. I ain't did nothing wrong. I just got
you
out.
do live here though, right?
Yeah, I got mail her and everything.
How long you been staying here?
Same amount of time as she has. We both moved her together.
When?
In December.
Y'all been here since last year, December?
Hey, she got mad 'cause she out creeping at night. She couldn't keep up with her lives. And she was scared to come home.
Yeah, tomorrow you done. Get him shot.
What you just say?
Keep up with her lives. And she was scared to come home.
Yeah, tomorrow you done.
Yeah, tomorrow you done. If I get him shot at. You telling the, you letting the police hear this shit. You letting the police know your plans that you finna get somebody killed.
Get him shot. You don't have no residency. I'm confused.
Do you
Who
need
said what?
Do you need anything else?
He said I'm gonna get my ass up tonight. So when I shoot him,
Please doing the bullshit job, fool. Like, what do you mean you'll get him shot at? Like, police try to defuse that shit. Now the police trying to leave, so they won't get shot at right now.
for self-defense, then what? Because I'm licensed. So if I shoot him in my residency, because he's
Do you
who
need
said what?
Do you need anything else?
He said I'm gonna get my ass up tonight. So when I shoot him for self-defense, then what? Because I'm licensed. So if I shoot him in my residency, because he's sitting here putting his hands on me for the second time, then what? I'm held accountable. You hear this, right? You heard what he just said? I'm gonna get my ass beat tonight. So when I shoot him, after I done called the cops and did everything I was supposed to do,
Just make sure you can articulate
I can.
what's going on.
I can. I'm showing
you.
you.
You better really be able to articulate that.
I can. This is my household. He have no residency,
Just
nothing.
make sure you read up on it and make sure you can articulate when it comes to
I've done
deadly
that. I
force.
did that before I got my license.
Okay.
Okay.
That was exactly what Quanisha did. As soon as the police officers left, a gunshot went off, hitting DeMont in the chest.
Wait a minute.
I didn't with the middle thing first, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Did she shoot you?
Yeah, before I die.
The paramedics rushed DeMont to a hospital. However, they were too late as DeMont died in the ambulance. As for Quanisha, she was placed under arrest and was charged with malice murder and voluntary manslaughter. And after a lengthy trial, she was only found guilty of voluntary manslaughter and was sentenced to 5 years in state prison, followed by 5 years of home confinement and 10 years of probation once that period was over. The police officers ignored all warning signs due to
That's
their
what I'm
negligence.
saying.
The negligence of the next officer almost cost.
You refuse to listen to hear all the warnings. Like, I'm
in his life.
not getting that.
On March 23rd, 2022, police officers responded to a terrible car accident. But when they arrived at the scene to investigate, they were shocked to see the driver was nowhere to be seen.
Any car involved?
Yeah.
Single vehicle? All right.
Right.
Where's the driver at? Is he inside?
Ran off.
Oh, he took off?
One girl. They said it was a girl.
Okay, younger girl? All right.
They said she went that way.
Ooh. Okay. I didn't see nobody walking either. Anybody see the girl take off?
Yeah.
All right. What was she wearing?
So she climbed out of the car. She was really disoriented, you know. She's like, I need to find my phone. And then I was like, you need to sit down. But she had a cut on her hand. But she was like, I gotta find my purse. And then she would be like restrained, and she just ran that way.
Okay.
After talking to the witnesses, the officers worked out the description and possible whereabouts of the driver and started looking for her.
How you doing? Sheriff's office. How we doing?
Fine.
Did you guys see a girl come down here?
We did. Thin, tall, dark hair.
Awesome. Thank you.
You boy just snitched. Snitch.
Yeah, well, I got somebody in the car heading that way. Okay. So if she doubles back, then not yet. Maybe. That's low tide. I think it'll be all right.
After a few minutes of searching, the officer located the suspect, 21-year-old Lita Michelle, on the beach. Lita was disoriented and it was clear that she was shaken up by the accident. So the officer decided to approach her by keeping a friendly demeanor.
223. Hello. What's going on? Man, stop real quick. Possibly 10-12, the signal 3 driver. What's going on? You don't know? Alright. Were you just in a crash? Ma'am, come up here. Don't walk away.
She's not trying to answer.
Come over here. Okay? Walk upstairs, all right? Let's get out this water area.
I don't wanna. I'm scared.
You're scared?
What you scared of?
All right, let's walk up here. Let's get off this water, okay? Don't run. Slowly walk.
Little booty.
As Leigh talked to the officer, she kept her hands behind her back as if she was trying to hide something. The officer also broke protocol as he didn't ask Leah to keep her hands where he could see them. Unfortunately for the officer, this simple mistake nearly proved to be fatal.
Ooh.
That's what give me traffic. That's I'm just stabbed.
Ooh.
That's what give me traffic. I'm bleeding.
Ooh.
Show me.
She just stabbed. She just shanked the shit out of nigga ass.
She's right here in the woods somewhere. Can we rescue? We're in kill.
Lega stabbed the officer on the neck with a black butterfly knife, striking a major artery, and decided to make a run for it. Fortunately, the officer was able to make a radio signal to his colleagues, who quickly rushed in and apprehended Lega.
My man said she sniffed a little something.
We don't have her. She's in the water.
Sniffed a little. That's a little. A little, yeah.
You better come out here and stay on the fuck on the ground.
Get over here.
I ain't lie, people.
We're trying to get her to
People just be going through shit, fool. She rigged and they trying to help, and now she stabbed the police officer. People just be.
Walk to the sound of my voice.
People just need food, like.
You better not have that knife or I'll fucking shoot you right now.
People just have like mental health problems. That's what it is.
Yeah.
They just need help, fool.
I got it.
Luckily, the officer that got stabbed survived the attack, and Leto was placed under arrest and was charged with attempted murder with premeditation and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Lee's attack was quick and shocking, but luckily the officer that got stabbed had a fighting chance and eventually survived the attack. Unfortunately, not all cops are this lucky, because in this case, the suspect didn't act fast and he wasn't armed with just a knife. Instead, a 30-mag rifle and a methodical plan for an ambush.
Sheriff's office!
The fuck? He blowing that bitch.
In the early morning hours of New Year's Eve, deputies from the Douglas County Sheriff's Office from Colorado were dispatched to an apartment that belonged to 37-year-old Matthew Reel after a phone call was made regarding a verbal altercation between him and his roommate. However, what was supposed to be a simple wellness check would turn out to be a deadly shootout.
That's the same nigga.
How are you? What's going on?
Yeah, it's the same nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Freaked out on me.
I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Came at me. I even like put a laser in his face.
All right, bet.
Come out here with this guy right here. You mind if I come in and talk with you, sir? Is he on anything? Is he have any mental disabilities or? Not that I know. Did you guys get in a physical altercation tonight? Okay. I'm just gonna get your name in, sir, and then I'm gonna get out of here, okay?
As Deputy Zach Parrish was talking to Matthew's roommate, he grew increasingly impatient downstairs with another deputy and started arguing with him. So Zach went down to de-escalate the situation.
We're here because we're gonna make sure you're okay.
Yeah. No,
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
What's your first name again?
Matthew.
Matthew. Zach. Good to meet you.
After conducting an on-site investigation, the detectives didn't really see anything out of the ordinary, so they allowed Matthew to go back to his house without issue. However, just 2 hours later, Matthew called 911 again, asking for the deputies to return. Shortly after, a team of 3 deputies including Zach, returned to check on Matthew, but this time their visit would end much differently.
Yes, we can talk out here. Are you okay?
Yeah, what if I left a message just rang alert?
Well, what?
Can you help me?
Yeah, I can.
Did you not get that message?
Just.
The fuck?
Seeing this erratic behavior, the officers realized that Matthew was obviously not in the right state of mind, so they decided they're going to take him to the station and place him on a mental health hold. However, in order to do so, the deputies first had to gain access to his apartment. What the deputies didn't know was that Matthew had barricaded himself inside his bedroom with a loaded rifle, waiting for the perfect moment to strike.
Sheriff's office!
I ain't blowing that bitch. That's a 30 round.
Matthew unloaded a full 30 mag rifle in a couple of seconds, striking Deputy Zach several times. His colleague tried to rescue him but got overwhelmed by the heavy firing, so he had no choice but to leave Zach, who succumbed to his wounds shortly after.
Shoot out the window. Get it out of here! That's right, Kelly, over here.
I'm hit! I'm hit!
Damn.
After barely escaping, the deputies called in for backup and a gunfight ensued, which resulted in Matthew's death.
Damn.